Okay, so this is my second day in South Korea. It's kind of weird because I always feel pretty uncomfortable being in front of the camera speaking. It's kind of like being in front of a bunch of people talking. Like, I'm quite comfortable talking to myself actually, but when I'm in front of a camera, it just feels so strange, so cold and detached. Anyway, I'm gonna start getting used to it. So I filmed something from yesterday for day one, but it was sounded like nonsense because I stayed up until 6 in the morning. Because yesterday it was my first day, and I met so many people at the hospital that I'm doing research at. And when you meet someone in Korea, it's part of the culture to get coffee. And so I drink a lot more coffee than I usually drink. But I found out something quite interesting actually. I found out that I don't actually need that much sleep to feel pretty good. Say pretty good, but good enough. Anyway, yesterday was my first day and it was a fantastic day. I realized that this is such a great opportunity for me to not only learn Korean, learn about my roots as a Korean American, but for the next 10 months as part of this grant that I'm on through the Fulbright program, I'll be able to pursue a research interest in deep learning, machine learning, AI, and how that field intersects with medicine. I think in the future, I really want to be able to work to integrate machine learning into the daily workflow of physicians. I think that the future of medicine and how it's going to be practiced is going to look very different than it does right now. So today, I read a lot of papers, actually some papers that were on a topic that I found very interesting because I never really considered it before. The topic was using AR, or VR, virtual reality goggles like Oculus, to be able to provide patients with this virtual explanation where it's multi-dimensional because you get to kind of be transported into a different world instead of just having a physician or your caretaker right in front of you explaining what it is that chemotherapy is or what it is that radiation therapy is, because it's hard to explain these technical concepts in an accessible way, but you need to do it so that people aren't anxious and aren't afraid to get the treatment that they need to get better. So I looked at a number of studies, actually a couple that my supervisor was a part of, had a lot of collaborators with, where virtual reality actually helped improve, I guess, the levels of anxiety that people feel before they commit to a procedure. I guess that's just about what I wanted to talk about today. Yeah, I'll be making another video tomorrow. Probably, well, my goal, it's super ambitious, but I want to do a video every day for the next 10 months until the end of my grant period. Let's see if I can do it. I know that I certainly have a lot of stuff I want to talk about. A lot of it's actually things I'm reading in a couple novels. But I'll bring it up in the next, and how those stories in these books kind of relate to my own life, what I'm going through. So, yeah, I'll see you in the next video.